Since the beginning of recorded time, people have been thinking about the end of the world. As such, the planet's major religions have formulated elaborate viewpoints on this topic. Hinduism. There is no prophecy on how the world ends in Hindu thought. Most Hindus believe that the universe goes through a sequence of cyclical eras. A previous version said that Hindus believe the world will end in a cataclysmic flood. But that is not a universally accepted belief. Judaism. When the world ends, according to Judaism, Jewish exiles will gather in Israel. The dead resurrected. And all of humanity will live in a redeemed world. Buddhism. Buddhists predict that after the complete degeneration of human society, the earth will enter a new era in which the next Buddha will appear. Mainstream Christianity. The Bible says that the end of the world will be marked by a complete unraveling of society, including widespread calamity and war. The righteous will be raptured and directly lifted into heaven. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrians believe that the earth will be devoured by fire, after which sinners will be punished for 3 days, and then forgiven. Islam. The Muslim holy book, the Quran, says that God will assess humanity by annihilation of all life, resurrection and judgment. The end days will mark an era where good eventually triumphs over evil. Norse mythology. The end of the world, according to Norse mythology, happens in an all-destroying battle between the gods. Aztec mythology. The Aztecs, who lived in what is modern-day Mexico from the 14th to 16th centuries, believed that the earth would be ended by a never-ending solar eclipse. Hopi mythology. The teachings of the Native American Hopi tribe predict that the world will be covered with iron snakes, stone rivers, and a giant spider's web. The seas will turn black and a huge blue star will crash into the planet. Mormonism. Mormons, who follow the Bible and the Book of Mormon, believe that Jesus Christ will return to earth in Missouri, and believers will be assigned to one of 3 heavenly kingdoms. Rastafarianism. Rastafari is a religion developed in Jamaica in the 1930s. It reveres the late Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie as God incarnate. Rastafarians believe Selassie will return for the Day of Judgment and bring home those taken from Africa through the slave trade, heralding an era of peace and harmony at Mount Zion in Africa. Physicist Brian Cox said in 2017 that we all get used to the idea that we live finite lives. Perhaps that's why we believe in leaving a legacy, through our children and grandchildren. There is a law of physics called the second law of thermodynamics and, to paraphrase it, it means, on a global scale across the universe, things can only get worse. The first stars in our universe began to shine around 100 million years after the Big Bang. But it was another 9 billion years before our star, the Sun, formed. But our Sun won't live forever, which will obviously have a direct impact on all life on Earth. Professor of Solar Physics at the School of Mathematical Sciences in Monash, Paul Cowley, then gave his prediction on exactly when this will happen and what it will mean. He said, "The Sun is about halfway through the phase where it's burning hydrogen. In about 1.1 billion years, it will be 10% brighter than it is now. That is enough to create a forced greenhouse. So life on Earth will become very problematic at that stage. 3.5 billion years from now, it will be 1.4 times its current luminosity, and that's enough to evaporate the oceans. We've really got another 5 million years to go." Those are predictions from religions and points of view from scientists about the end of the world. Will the world come to an end in near future? Who is the final judge?
Thanks for watching. I will post science, technology and thoughts videos in this channel as weekly basis. Please subscribe my channel, then like and share my video.